What's up, guys? Adriana Maya here, and I'm back with another episode of Spliffs and Giggles brought to you by the Red Eye District. I have a very special guest that's joining me today, Miss Romi Chase. She has over 1 million followers on Instagram. She's a model, social media influencer, and a content creator. And I just want to clarify, you do not do porn.
I don't. I produce my own porn, but it's all like solo stuff, majority, and occasional girl.
Okay.
But more like softcore girl.
Have you had, and I think I already know the answer to this, but I'm sure you've had a ton of offers for you to do boy-girl.
Girl. I have. I haven't really decided. I might in the future, but...
Well, you said you were 2 years.
It really took off for me, so I just, haven't felt the need.
Exactly.
And I feel like, when you start doing girl, next thing you gotta start doing gangbangs because you done backed yourself up into a corner.
Exactly. You just have to keep going. That is very true. Yeah. And I really tell girls, especially with this new era of things, where you're doing your own content, really, and you said that's how you started, you don't really need to shoot for companies except for exposure, like we talked about. But even then, you are on your social media game. You said you post the same time every day. You're consistent. You're always replying to your people. You're up at the hours that a lot of girls aren't up. And that really plays to your benefit. For 2 years, you are very successful.
Right. I feel like social media is key, period, because... That's what I use for advertisement.
Yeah.
That's how I advertise my content. So you gotta be sure to post every day.
Yes.
Because that post is gonna, that post is gonna help your people determine whether they like you enough to spend money on you. And you want to do it every day. You want to make money every day, right?
Absolutely.
So you post every day. That's how it works.
Have you found that you kind of lean towards doing more of the modeling side of content, or is it more of like teasing and nudity and things like that?
I do both. I do a lot of tease. I do a lot of femdom.
Oh, really?
Female dominate, that's my thing.
Is it really? That actually kind of surprises me. I'm so intrigued. Tell me more.
I do nudity. I do anal play. I do all that stuff. It's my favorite thing though is fetishes.
Really, I love fetishes too. I feel like that's the most lucrative part of the industry, honestly, because I know girls who are far more successful than me, and they only do foot stuff. I'm like, what? And it's only feet. That's the craziest thing in the world to me. And I get it, and I have big feet, so people are into my feet. So I'm like, I get it. You get a lot of content. But now I'm like, your whole career is your feet? That blows my mind. What is your favorite fetish thing to shoot?
Probably female domination, just telling guys that they're weak pieces of shit and they need to serve me, worship my ass.
Can I have a little sample? Do you mind? I'm so, because I know you have to get into this mode. It's okay if I can't. I'll pay you for it.
So it'll be the guy will say I like boobs, and I'll just get on camera and be like, worship my tits, you piece of shit. That's all you're good for anyway. Better pay me to get my attention. And I'll just keep going like that.
That's so
And a lot of times, I don't even have to show anything.
Yeah, they love the tease.
Because they're submissive, so they feel like they're not worthy of that nudity. And you can just take it from there, They're great customers. They're wonderful. They tip a lot.
Yes.
They know their place. They know their place. They ain't gonna get in your DM and be like, send me nudes.
Do you ever have any that act out on purpose just to get you to get into that mode with them?
Act misbehave, be disobedient on purpose?
Yes.
Girl, yes. But a lot of times, it doesn't work with me. Okay, I'm not like that. I'm not going to get pissed. I'm super reasonable.
Yeah.
And you can act out there all you want. You ain't getting my attention until I see that tip. Okay?
See, there you go. The money is where it's at. And I feel like that holds true to everything. I was talking with another girl today about sorting through DMs and stuff. And the amount of work that it actually takes going through these and, sorting out the people who are just talking to you about bullshit and the people who are actually giving you money. And you said that you only reply to people on your paid sites.
I do reply to my Instagram DMs as well. I filter them.
Oh, okay.
Every day I get hundreds. It's hundreds, sometimes thousands.
Yeah.
Okay. But like I make sure to filter it like in the morning and then in the evening. Yeah, sure. And then I will like see if there's any DMs that have some kind of dollar sign attached to it or some kind of custom request or anything, and then I'll just send them to my site. It's either my OnlyFans or my website.
So you just forward them. That's
right. It's not like, hello, how you doing? No, none of that shit. We're not chatting. I'm not chatting with you, but I will tell you if you have something that you want to buy from me or you have some kind of business inquiry, I will send you to where you need to go, basically my website.
Do you have someone that is doing anything for you,
like
managing? Absolutely. Anyone who's managing it for you, or is it you just yourself?
I have a person that helps me with social media.
That's awesome.
Filtering the messages and stuff because like at this point at 1 million followers, it's too much. I can't keep up. But when it comes to like my fan sites and stuff like that's all me. I don't hire anyone. It's all me replying, chatting with you. So when you message from OnlyFans, it's me.
See, that's a key thing. That's actually a huge complaint I hear from people sometimes is that they're not speaking to the actual models or the boys or girls, because they have people running their OnlyFans or their own personal sites, and then other people just don't care. And it's kind of hard because I would like to have someone, but I think I might do it kind of how you did it, where they're managing my social media and then I run my fan sites.
Right, if you make yourself market yourself as luxury. Rather than just appealing to the masses, because there's a lot of girls who appeal to masses and they have a free page or a very cheap page, $3, whatever. They have to deal with an enormous amount of messages. Everybody wants something. Don't nobody want to pay. Okay, but when you market yourself as luxury and stick to that, you have a lot less chaos on your page, and then it allows you to focus on the actual regulars that spend thousands of dollars.
You get the regulars. That is who the girls that I've seen.
That's what I have time for them.
You're saying, marketing themselves like luxury really is the key because. And I've seen it, I know a girl, she charges $100-something for her monthly on OnlyFans. And she has a crazy amount of followers. And people are like, how are you doing this when there's girls who have $5, subscription fees? And I'm like, I guess if you know how to work it, it can play to both ends. But I really think that marketing yourself as luxury is the way to go. But it also takes being exclusive, which you are.
I am. If you Google my name. You ain't really gonna get much of shit. Okay? I'm very protective of my stuff. I make sure I haven't really had any major leaks.
Oh, good. That's awesome.
But so the thing is,
especially
I'm really,
with the following you have. That is awesome.
The reason why, because like I said, I put a lot of work into my content. I have professional videography equipment. We produce actual scenes with the plot and storyline and different locations and you know what I mean. There's stuff going on in my videos.
Whole production set going on.
Right. So when I drop a scene like that, I make sure to charge accordingly. For the effort that I put into it. Therefore, nobody who paid a top dollar for a scene is ever really gonna leak it. They don't want to share that.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
Especially if you're good with your customers, you're active on replying. People, I've noticed, as long as you're a good person to them, you never have issues with that. I've had one issue, one out of my 6-year career, and it blows my mind because you hear of horror stories of girls finding their content on all kinds of sites, and I think that's crazy. You have a huge following and you've had no leaks. That is so that goes to show you her content is that worth it. You definitely want to check it out.
It's funny though, because I don't know if I mentioned it, but I do run a workshop for aspiring creators. So the girls get on my referral, pay a fee, and we get it one-on-one, and I teach them how to monetize their content, how to monetize the social media and things like that. And the first thing that I advise is charge more.
Yes.
Don't nobody want to do it.
Exactly.
Okay. Everybody's scared. People are super they're scared that it's not gonna sell. They're gonna lose people. And yes, at first you probably will, but in the end, it's so worth it. I try to teach them that charge what you're worth. not really charge what you want or charge high. Charge what you worth.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, though, it's the consistency. People, and I noticed they get that comfortability when they're making so much money.
Can I get a refund?
Absolutely. But it's like when they're making so much money and then they completely, slow down or they spend what they've made instead of...
Another thing people don't understand is you gotta spend money to make money.
Yeah, you do. Especially in our business, you do.
Absolutely. You gotta market yourself. You gotta...
If you don't
invest in yourself.
What would you say is your average for shooting at one location? Because you did say that you will shoot multiple things at that, in one day, as opposed to doing it every single day.
I could never shoot every day. I'm more about like work smarter than harder.
Yeah. No, but it's so true. Do you ever have people that you've planned to do content with, like on these specific days, and they kind of bail and it just completely throws it off?
A lot of times, before Corona started, I had a whole thing planned out. Mm-hmm. Like, I want to do so much. I want to get into face sitting more.
Yeah.
Fetish.
Oh my. You'll understand why at the end of this.
Okay, so I want to get into face sitting, right? And I obviously need a person to shoot with. Then Corona happened, and I can't even really. I don't know. People are reckless. They go clubbing, they do all kind of shit. I don't know if I can. And I'm not about to risk all that shit. I'm good right now. But after Corona, I will definitely have a lot more collaborations with like girls and possibly guys, the submissive guys. I have actually shot with a company that did we did like a face sitting video, and like a basically big bitch with a scrawny guy wrestling session.
Would you mind standing up for a second so they can understand what I'm seeing?
Understand the face sitting part.
Here, 1 second. Let me pull back your chair real quick, just so you can give a little spin. Wowzers.
The face sitting, right?
I'm like, I get it. I'm like, wow. I would let you sit on my face. I'll be your model.
Shit. You have no idea how many guys are into that.
I did a custom video where the guy had me like pretend I was sitting on his face. And that was the funniest thing in the world to me.
What's the fun in that? Though? You gotta sit on that
exactly.
face.
But it was a custom video, and so I was pretending like the phone was his face, and it was blowing my mind. And he was like, "Oh my god!" And he sends me messages all the time. He's like, "I can't wait for this to actually happen." And I'm like, "Okay, I guess." But that really is a huge thing. That's blowing my mind.
It's funny because a lot of guys are like, facing, she gonna sit on my face, I'm gonna lick that pussy. Not necessarily.
But is it usually smaller guys?
Well, let me explain this first, because I'm sure some people are confused what face sitting is. People think it's, hey, I'm gonna lick her pussy and stuff, I'm gonna go down on her while she's sitting on my face. Yeah. That's not what it is. Face sitting is sitting on somebody's face so that you can restrain them from breathing, basically. It's like, make sure they're struggling, they can't breathe.
That's awesome.
They're into that, this asphyxiation fetish, right? Yeah. So they're into that rather than the whole oral sex idea, you know what I mean?
So you're not aiming your pussy.
No, I could be in shorts. I'm in shorts, or I'm in panties, or leggings or something like that. Some people want it in jeans, which is very hurtful. By the way, it hurts. But some people are into that. So it's clothed, They want to feel the powerful woman sitting on the face, and just me being in control of their
destiny,
breathing. Because this. Do
you have them sign a waiver?
I haven't really gotten into it like that yet. I have shot for a company with 2 or 3 guys. So
they're probably active.
Yeah, they totally. Yeah, they that's their thing. They do that all the time.
That is so cool to me. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Fetishes are so lucrative. It's amazing. Have you had any fetishes that have been tossed your way with offers that you just cannot get into?
Yes, absolutely. One of them is shitting. Okay, I don't do that.
Yep.
Another thing is race play.
Yeah.
I'm not okay with that. I know there's a lot of girls who do it. There's girls who are okay with it.
Yeah.
I don't want to, and I don't have to.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point in my career, I'm in control of what I do, so I can just be like, fuck it, I'm not doing that. You know? I don't care if you drop $10,000. I'm not.
See, I like that. I like that. But you have a solid standing in like how you feel about everything.
And then there's farting.
The farting one. No,
I don't fucking know how to feel about it.
Love that.
I know. But
okay, so you got many requests. I had a dude who asked me this exact same thing to do the farting thing, and I'm like, I can't do that on command. And so he wanted me to just like play like fart sounds.
That is what that's the
I was
key.
like, what? Like what is happening in my life? Like, and I did it. I made $1,000.
Did you? Yeah.
For a 5-minute video.
Did you ever measure get paid to fart?
It was no, honestly, no. Yeah, I called my sister afterwards, and I was like, I don't even know what to say about my day. Like, I didn't do anything else that day. I was just like so like ashamed. Like this, usually, you know, I've done like gangbangs and stuff, so I would feel like that's how I'd feel after the gangbang. But no, after doing the farting thing, I was like, what has my life come to? Like, what is?
That was your boundary.
Right, yeah. I was like, yeah, I found it. Like,
that was the end of it all. You couldn't do no more. No
Have you found anything that you thought you liked or did like before getting into the industry, and then getting into the industry now you're like, nope, not anymore?
You know what? I used to love doing that. Was for a long time, that was my thing, solo masturbation stuff. And I would do it with all kind of toys and all kind of different things, different plot and whatnot. But at some point, you know, you can only do as much. Like, you can only pound yourself with a dildo as much.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like, and that's why I got into femdom. Because that way I'm in control of what I'm doing. I can just not get naked in the video, and it's fine. I can be in control of what's happening in the video. I can give them a jerk off instruction, and I can tell them exactly how to jack off. You know what I mean? Things like that. Like, that's more of my thing, because I'm a control freak by nature. I like to be in control. That's what I do. So yeah, at some point, masturbation, I still do it, sure, but I don't want it I don't want to be just base the whole career off of that. You know. So yeah.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Do you have a favorite toy that you like to play with? Since you don't really, you know, you're not really into solo masturbation, do you have like a specific one? I have one, but I do. I don't know. I can't tell you what it is. I can't tell it's called or anything. It's a vibrator. Oh, it's a vibrator. Right. But is it a dildo?
No, it's a vibrator.
Just a vibrator. Mine is too.
Right. I mean, we all, yeah. It's perfect. Clitoral
nothing beats it.
There's nothing y'all can do.
But you did say you do anal play. I remember.
I have. I still do it, especially custom.
Yeah. What type of anal videos do you like personally to do?
Most of my anal I just do upon custom request.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
And that's one of my things. After the masturbation thing, I started doing femdom, and then I was like, how can I make it even more lucrative? So I got into custom video business even more.
It's so fire.
And I have a bunch of regulars that's really investing real money into customs. Yes. I'm talking like $5,000 per video.
So you can have your whole production.
Right, and it's a production. It's not a video that I'm just, whip out my iPhone and hello, no, it's a production with the actual camera, lights, and all that stuff. And it takes days to make that, to produce that.
But the real customers, they know that. And they know they're getting the quality for it, so they'll wait. That
was my goal. To, attract more of these kind of people. People who are into it and that's willing to pay.
That's a goal with the luxury thing, which a lot of people don't understand, because customs really aren't the thing you think of when you think of going into the industry. But I think customs and camming are the bread and butter. And that's why really you don't have to shoot for these big companies unless for exposure if you need it. But just like we were discussing, if you manage your social media right, you can do your whole career without ever shooting for a big company and make more money than you ever would just fully, actively shooting.
Literally, like pretty much no company will pay you what you can make on your own.
It's true.
It's
and
crazy.
A whole day that you could spend on set, you could make triple, quadruple that just sitting at home talking to people, Like, we're giving me key advice, guys. These are so good.
I'm good.
I didn't even like sour stuff, but I'm like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, last time I ate an edible, I thought I was okay. But I don't think
I was. Someone else told you weren't after, or you were just like things were not good?
No, okay, so I ate an edible, and I was fine. I felt like I was fine. But like very shortly after, this was the highest I've ever been, man. I don't want to talk about it.
Wait, you have such a thick accent, and it randomly comes out with specific words you say. Do you mind me asking where you're from, if that's even allowed?
Yeah, sure. Well, first of all, my accent comes out when I'm like relaxed or angry. So it's either you made me angry or you made me relaxed. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna go with the relaxed side.
But I'm Polish and Romanian.
You're Polish and Romanian.
Yes, ma'am.
What a fucking combination.
And yeah, I live in the South. That's what it is.
Like it's a little twang to it. How long have you been in Florida? If you're living in Florida,
2 years.
2 years. So the length of your career?
Less than 2 years, really. In Florida, specifically, less than 3 years. In the States, 3.5, I think.
No.
That's quite good.
How do you like it? How's our food?
Girl, the food. I don't know. I mean, it's unhealthy. Okay? That's one thing.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have that in Europe. Like, you have no idea.
Oh, I travel a crazy amount for some reason. I don't know. Like, I get very flighty. And I was in, like, Canada for forever. And I went to, like, Prague and stuff for a bit. And the food there is so different that when I came back, I was like, we're disgusting.
First of all, like, okay, let me tell you my story. First time I came to America, I came to Alabama, by the way. Because I know everybody's always like, where you went?
Is that like you had to?
Well, basically, I had folks in there that I kind of like got in touch with that they were supposed to help me out because it's really hard to move from overseas. It's first of all, it's tens of thousands of dollars.
That's a huge fucking move.
That's a huge move. Your stuff, your furniture, whatever the fuck you own, and the other clothes. I mean, it's a lot of money. Then renting an apartment, whatever the place, from overseas in the States is damn near impossible. Okay, nobody want to do that. No, they don't. Like, who the fuck are you? Are you an immigrant? No. Basically. Anyway.
There's always something that comes up. It's so true.
So I went to Alabama and I stayed with some people and just try to settle down because they were like, okay, you can stay and until you settle down, until you find a job,
See, but that's good finding friends.
So I went there. And at first I remember we're going to fucking Walmart. It was the first motherfucking store I ever went to in America.
Yeah, in Alabama.
In Alabama.
Can you imagine how terrifying that must have been?
That was...
First off, I'm so sorry. My first Walmart in America was in Miami, so that's equally as terrifying.
No, it's not. Trust me, it's not.
Alabama? Oh my... I'm like, did people have shoes on? Like, what was happening?
First of all, I'm trying to tell you about because you were like, the food and stuff is different. I went there.
God, the food. Oh, at Walmart. Yeah, you were probably like,
the vegetable section. Because I'm from Poland. I'm trying to cook my food from fucking scratch.
Right, exactly.
Mashed potatoes from scratch. Okay, not no powder shit.
See, I like you.
Okay, so I go there and I'm like, let me get some onion.
Wait, I'm so sorry. Can you please say that again?
The onion. So I look in that vegetable aisle, and I see the motherfucking onion this side. Okay.
You were cracking me up with
the bitch was this size, okay? The onion.
It's the funniest shit I've ever heard. Oh my god, I want that scene. Like, I need it a little.
No, but you don't understand.
So the onions are small.
The onions in Europe are not that size. Okay, let's just put it like that. They're small. Like, come here, I see an onion this big. This bitch.
Stop.
That's why.
Oh my god, it's so fucking funny.
That's my first impression of American grocery store. Okay, I know y'all pump some shit in that fucking onion.
Yeah.
Or. Okay. I knew that. Okay, but at that point I was just like, yeah, that was my you crying. That was my first impression.
Give a major shout out to Calicut Organics. I am blasted, but also too I can't stop laughing now because you keep saying onion. Shit in the world. Oh my god, I love this part of the show. Oh
yeah,
god.
so yeah.
Do you, as I regain my composure, do you have any projects that you have done that you recommend to us or that we should look out for if we follow your pages?
Well, I just recently dropped a new website. The reason why is because I was like, let me just create a space for my fans where they can like find everything.
Oh yeah, that's so smart.
My current like projects, all the up to date stuff, my blog, my content, some of my content.
You do a blog too.
I guess so I just started.
No, that's awesome. They love the day to day.
Yeah,
they really do, especially if they're active. And you said you have a lot of regulars.
Right. So that's like a one stop shop where you can just get my merchandise, get my read my blog and get my content, some pictures. If there's free, there's paid pictures.
Do you sell personal items at all?
Yes, panties, socks, bras, pants, clothes, wigs,
that's
everything.
Awesome. That is
all
so
of it.
Cool.
All of that. There's a couple guys who are into it, like to the point that they want to get the whole outfit.
Yeah.
So they see a picture that they like from a certain photo shoot, and they're like, yeah, let me get this whole outfit.
That's awesome.
They'll get the wig, the pasties, the stockings, every fucking thing in that outfit. The fucking ring, the bracelet, everything.
That is so cool. Yeah. I love that too. I've had companies do that where they're like, hey, will you wear this on set for us? But usually a guy will just be like, can I have the panties from this day?
Oh, the panties.
No, real. Yeah, the panties.
They sell currently.
Yeah.
That's what, yeah, you're right.
But it's true. If you could hold out to sell it, a whole outfit, you make so much money on that.
Right.
You can literally charge them for every single thing.
Well, that's one thing then, plus it was used, so you can charge more for that because
they love it
smells like you, things like that.
Do you do like one of those monthly things? I've heard of this recently where girls do like a monthly thing where they'll send out to like their highest tippers and such, where they give them like rewards or bonuses.
I do that. Well, it's not like... Yeah, I do give rewards. It's mostly either a discount or a free photo set or free video or whatever. What I really like to do is like I like to start a campaign on my page.
I got you.
And I'll be like, hey guys, I'm trying to buy this $5,000 camera.
Yeah.
Can y'all just chip in? And, everybody who contributes gets a certain thing.
Oh, that's so cool.
Highest tipper gets a free pair of thongs, whatever, And that works real well because I really like to make my guys work for it rather than I subscribe. Where's my freebie? You know what I mean?
It is true. People, they really do that all the time, and it's like, you just have to pay. Oh well, like you have to.
Right, and instead of saying you gotta pay, you're just like, hey, if you like 100 posts, maybe you can get a discount or something.
See, a little incentive. That is a really good way
and
of doing that, because people look at your likes. And they'll go in there, if they'll go to your profile, even if you have a ton of followers, if your likes are a low amount, that really does play a huge
that looks like a fake page. Let's be honest.
It is so true.
And engagement is extremely important, not just because it looks good, but because, first of all, the more likes you get, the more people you're being shown to.
Yeah, and you really
the
need
algorithm
to know
works
how
like
to
that.
Gauge it, yeah.
Right. So you want to get as many likes as possible. If your shit flopped, then you take it down and you post again. You know?
Have you found that with COVID, you've been a little more successful, or things have been a little more strenuous?
Girl, I
feel more successful.
Girl, I quadrupled my monthly income.
That's fire. Quadrupled. I mean, people said the sex industry would be in trouble, and no, we are not. Like, we are big children.
We're doing good. I'm just gonna say that.
We are.
Yeah, things have been really good. Since the pandemic started, there have been slower moments, you know, people maybe, but as soon as, I don't know, it's always, as soon as you get the stimulus check hit, you get a surge. Okay, you know that's gonna happen.
Yeah, as soon as I saw those checks are coming, I felt like Dr. Evil, like, the world is
But you can't really blame them, like, you
know,
I mean, people are lonely, you know, it's Corona time. I mean,
we're a part of the economy too. A huge fucking part of the economy.
No, but I mean, wouldn't you look for entertainment online?
Absolutely.
Like,
that's all I'm doing. Watching porn and looking to do new scenes and collaborating. That's all I've been fucking doing. And going on trips, obviously.
Right.
But the huge thing is we're like the safest people in the world because we always get tested anyway, so it kind of works out perfect for me. I mean, I go to testing every 2 weeks anyway. What is it? Adding another day in there? Like, you're so fuck. Like, they know me very well. What would you say has been your favorite product to try, and or would you like to open up anything and decide if you like it?
I think I'm good, girl. You can open whatever you want.
Is there anything you want to take home with you?
For sure.
Like what? What's catching your eye? I'm so intrigued.
Well, I gotta see the Oreos because this looks like a chewing gum.
I think it's like a like you break it into. You can open.
I mean, it's a cookie for sure, but
I think it's like a chocolate piece. Oh, look, and they map it out for you. Shout out to Medibles. 300 milligrams, 60-minute activation time. You pull out this little black sheet, and it's measured for you. Uh-oh. Yikes, it's stuck a doodle. You pull out the sheet, and it's actually measured for you. And on here, in case you didn't know on packaging, or you're like me and you open things without reading them, this is there for us.
I gotta see this shit.
And it breaks apart, so you're definitely going to be going home with that. Yeah, it's 300 milligrams. I would eat the whole thing, but I would do it. No, I would do it in public too. I was going to say I would do it at home, but that's a lie. I don't need to lie to you guys. You're going to eat the Pringles?
I'm taking this home.
Yeah, no, that's yours. And you can have this too. Do you have any projects that are coming out that we should keep an eye out for? Or if we just follow you, we can follow up to date with?
Well, yeah, basically you got to follow me because I'm doing stuff all the time. You know, like it's either a new photo shoot, new video shoot. Yeah. There's something going on. I'm dropping a new merchandise. I'm having a sale. I don't know. I'm freaking traveling somewhere. There's always something going on. I'm freaking right now.
Active.
Right. I'm right now. I'm trying to get nominated for a certain awards. There's always something, you know. Okay. So you definitely got to follow me, like. And you heard it here first. We're gonna have your tags available. It has been such a pleasure having you. I'm so happy you picked out products. And it was the snacks, and we all know I'm a snack queen. So this just made my day. Thank you so much for smoking with me and telling me a little bit about you and your career, Romi Chase. It was such a blessing to have you on Spliffs and Giggles. Brought to you by the Red Eye District. Adriana Maya. I'm signing out.